Hello, everyone. My name is Tristan Stein, and for my current event piece, I'm going to be looking at the article from CNN. Arab American Democrats push for uncommitted vote in Michigan primary to send a message to Biden about Gaza. Now, the events going on in Gaza are very unfortunate and sad. Now, the way that President Biden has handled this situation, in my opinion, isn't the greatest. Now, this article looks at Layla Elabed, who is a Palestinian American that lives in Michigan. Um, it states right here in the section that I'm highlighting. In 2020, the Palestinian American activist and longtime Michigan Democrat backed Joe Biden for president. But like many Arab Americans, she feels betrayed by his response to Israel's military campaign in Gaza and the rising civilian death toll. Michigan is a big swing state for any person running for president, and it is no different this year. In the 2020 election, President Biden won Michigan, and now he's trying to do the same again, but it's not looking too great, as it says right here. And as far as Tuesday's Democratic primary in Michigan, she's leading the charge to convince Democrats to vote uncommitted. The reason for this is that they feel the Arab Americans feel betrayed by President Biden. As I'm scrolling down, feelings of betrayal and guilt in this section, professor from Detroit's Wayne State University, May Sikali, um, described her experience being forced to flee her home as a child after the Arab-Israeli War of 1948. It is known as the Nakba or catastrophe in Arabic. More than 700,000 Palestinians were expelled or fled their homes in what is now Israel. As she closed her remarks, Sikali criticized the Biden administration for vetoing the recent UN Security Council ceasefire resolution. She stated that we definitely are angry, we are definitely betrayed, and definitely we should vote uncommitted, she said. Um, President Biden is not handling this very well. I'm going to scroll up a little bit to find a quote that really kind of opened my eyes to this. And a former congressman stated that he plans to vote for Biden in the general election, but is backing the uncommitted effort to encourage people who are upset with the president's stance on Gaza to let him know while there's still time to fix things. He says that he thinks the great danger for Joe Biden here in the Michigan primary is that he would win with no indication that he has a problem, with no visibility of how angry people are. And yes, it's centered in the Arab American community and in the broader Muslim community, but it's also a big problem in the African American community and among young voters and people of color. Um, I think that's also one of Biden's biggest problems is that he might win Michigan, but he's gonna might win it thinking that he's not doing anything wrong, that there's nothing going on underneath the behind the scenes per se, because he's gonna win it and think, oh great, I'm doing a great job, or the people in Michigan think I'm doing a great job. They're trying to voice their efforts here and letting him know that they don't like what he's doing, and they're trying to call for a permanent ceasefire, as it is said right here. It's quoted from Sylvie Jacob, who is a 38-year-old nurse from Westland, who attended the event where Sikali spoke. Um, Sylvie said she had already voted uncommitted. She said she regretted her vote for Biden in 2020 and hoped to see him lose Michigan in the general election. She was quoted saying, "You don't allow 30,000 people to be murdered and then expect me to vote for you," she said, referring to the estimated death toll in Gaza. What it would take to fix what they did is call for a ceasefire immediately, a permanent ceasefire, not temporary. Um, Elabed said, "What we are asking is no matter what side you're on, do not stay home on Tuesday. Come out and vote and help us send that message to Biden." Um, I think that this article really it opened my eyes, and I hope it'll open. I hope you guys will take the time to go look and read the whole article in its entirety. It's a great article, very well written, and it has a lot of information that we could use going into this election. Um, I was Tristan Stein, and this was my current event piece.